How are we, everyone? Brian, welcome. Josh, welcome. AJ, let's race. Good luck today, AJ, out there. Now, if you check the description of the video, you'll notice a few links and some driver names. You can go ahead and watch alongside the live the POV of a few of the drivers that are streaming, so get a few different angles up tonight. But it is our first JSM and PAN-AM community racing event. Hopefully we'll see a lot more of these. What is cracking, Zero? We're here on a set de corsa competizione. And I'm ready. We're going to have a quick talk to a man named Snake. He runs JSM. And he'd like to share his vision for his league. So just waiting for him to pop in. And once we get the man, the myth, the legend himself in here, we're not too far away as well from the beginning of qualifying, so I'm excited for that. Haven't seen some of these drivers before. A lot of them practicing hard, racecraft on the point. And we'll get to learn some new names and maybe see some new champions in the making. Snake. And no, not Snake from Metal Gear Solid. It's the wrong Snake. Snake, aka Jonathan, should be jumping in a moment. But we are here at Zandvoort in the Netherlands tonight. It's an interesting track, actually. Short circuit, skinny. We've seen some pretty good racing events here in the past. Let's see how these fellas get on tonight. And as I was saying, this is Jonathan, the man, the myth, the legend behind JSM. Welcome to the stream.
How's it going? Thanks for having us.
No, thank you. I wanted to get you in here, though, quickly before we start, because you've got a pretty good vision running, well, that is, you know, the building blocks of JSM, and I thought we need to share that. So, yeah, what is JSM about, and what's the story?
Well, the funny thing you mentioned that JSM is actually the name of the company that I own. I currently live in Los Angeles. I work in the entertainment industry, and I have a company as well. We do marketing and business consultative work for a lot of startup companies, so on, even some established companies as well. And some of my hobbies are, you know, obviously sports and outdoor activities, you know, but I'm definitely very, very attached to sim racing. You know, it's something that I've loved my whole life. I also do go out on the track quite a bit as well. And I really got attached to Assetto Corsa some years ago. I was actually on PC, came over to the console, and I decided to start my own community after I had been involved in a couple of communities, seeing what they had done. And I thought it would be a really great way, you know, to not only introduce what I do, but what's really important to me is that sim racing is fairly new to the console. And with that, there's a huge learning curve. And with anything that you're starting new, the biggest problem that everyone's going to have is learning the right way and not getting discouraged by other people out there that are, you know, don't know it as well or super casual about it. So that's kind of what JSM stands for, not just as, a community for sim racers, but also our company as a whole. We love working with startups and helping them grow into something bigger. And that's exactly essentially what we started to do with this community. We have been racing quite a bit with Pan-Am. They're a great community. Vizsla and Pants, they do a lot over there to ensure that the drivers they get are of high quality. They put together really good racing events, and definitely want to thank them for allowing us to host this event with some of their racers as well. And I think it's going to be a pretty good race today. The last couple that we've done, there's been a pretty tight grid, and that's kind of what makes it fun. Of course, this is a very dangerous track, so hopefully there won't be too many visits to the beach.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is a short track, tight track. I mean, all those things will happen. I don't want to keep you too long because obviously you got qualifying yourself. But
sure. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of fast guys out there, so I mean, I might be better off just hanging out in the back.
That's true. Are you able to obviously bring your knowledge from the real world to help sort of translate that into the sim for these guys? Is that where your knowledge comes from?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've done a lot of amateur racing. I have driven a couple of GT3 cars. I'm not, Coach Dave. That's a guy who drives all the time. Not to mention James Baldwin, a lot of these other guys. They're much more advanced than I am. And of course, Coach Dave offers some coaching. Even Pants and Vizsla over at Pan-Am, they offer coaching as well. I'm sure Baggett Indigo Lime Racing does it. For me, when it comes to doing any kind of technique and coaching, I do kind of stick to the basics of it. Little things like teaching guys about making sure their vision is in the right place. And we do start from a very simplistic standpoint of when you're getting your wheel, or even if you're on a controller, of just making sure that you're doing the right techniques. This game is very, very advanced when you compare it to other games. Guys on PC are used to this because they've been doing it with other games like iRacing, Race Room, and so on. So for them, they're well past it. But for guys on the console, they are literally starting at square one. So there's a lot of little things that they don't know, trail braking tactics. So I do teach some technique to a degree. We also have some good guys in our group that are great coaches, great with setups as well. Garcia, J. Murr, there's AJS, who you see there. These are guys that are great that can walk guys through once they pass, stage one, and helping them understand how to do the setups and little things about tricks on the track and so on. And lastly, one of the things that I really focus on is trying to implement as much as we can from the real world into the sim racing. And it's definitely possible. Driving in real life and sim racing are still different, but there are factors and elements that you can include, like how you handle yourself on the track, the ethics of it, making sure you do things the right way. Because if you're doing that on the track, it makes the race that much more fun, whether you're in position 1 or position 20. It doesn't matter. If everybody around you is driving the right way, you're learning from them, you're getting quicker, and before you know it, you're an alien. You never know, But I definitely think it's possible to bring in those elements. It just, you got to look at who you're coaching and find their potential and just make sure that they're meeting it as much as possible.
Well, it's there's a lot going on, but it sounds pretty exciting for everybody, including yourself. Yeah. Obviously, a long road ahead of you, but for anyone that's interested, is the Discord the best way to get started?
Yeah, I would say so. Definitely. We don't necessarily withhold anyone from joining our community, but we do have standards. I think we understand that not everyone is going to be able to hop on and race when you can. The goal ultimately with this Discord is we want people to feel like they have a safe place to come race. And I'm not criticizing the game or anything like that, but we do understand that there's casual racers, there's guys that don't necessarily care about being good, and you jump into one of these public lobbies, and here's that guy who's trying to be good, and he is, he's getting annihilated by guys that are just making too many mistakes, and he's not really learning. So for us, if you want to join our community, what's really important is that you have that attitude of just wanting to get better, and you're willing to listen, and you have a good attitude. That's really it, because the guys in our group, we all get along very, very well. We get along with a lot of guys in Pan-Am, and Pan-Am stands by the same standards as we do. And yeah, the Discord is definitely the best way. or if they catch us in one of the public lobbies, we do have our lobby open at all times. On Tuesdays, we do our joint event, and on Sundays, we do a private event as well. But other than that, as soon as the event's over, the lobby goes public. Anyone is welcome to join and race with us, and they don't have to be intimidated by anybody around them thinking if they hit them, it's over. But if they are willing to learn, they could easily message one of the guys in here and just ask a little bit more about, joining the Discord and what's there. And what we do as well on our Discord is, as you can see, you've seen it yourself,
yep.
Everything needed for a beginning driver and even an advanced driver is there. Track guides, track maps, tutorials, and they're provided from the best in the industry. We're not going to sit here and act like we are, but we know where they come from, and we're not afraid to, bow to the gods, if you want to call it that, of sim racing and say, these are the guys that you want to learn from if you want to get better. But if you want a little bit more individual attention that comes along with it, we're happy to do it for you as well. And we do have some pretty big plans in the future. My company will be backing a lot of some of these events. There'll be prizes, all kinds of things to come. And definitely, like I said, want to thank you for hosting us for the stream. I want to thank Pants and Vizsla for allowing us to do this, and for all the guys that came in that are great attitudes. And we're hoping for a really good race today.
So am I, in fact. I mean, there are a lot of resources to everyone listening on the Discord, so make sure you do check it out if you want to get involved. But Jonathan, I mean, there's only 8 minutes left in quali. Maybe you'll get a lap in, but best of luck out there.
All right, thank you.
And we will, talk after the race as well. So hope everything goes well.
Awesome. Well, looking forward to it.
So am I. And as everyone's been watching, you can see 8 minutes to go. So Mr. Snake does not have long. Let's see what he can put together.
All right. I'll catch you out there.
See you, buddy. Alrighty. Well, as you can see, everybody, 136.4 from Garcia has put him on the top spot. And I don't know what it is about the 666, but there's always one guy that likes to wear that number in a race. I wonder if it's attached to any sort of super sim racing powers. Seems to be working for Garcia at the moment. Hailed Rip. What is crack-a-lacking? 0. Loves it. And 7.5 minutes to go. Track temps up to 20 degrees. It's optimum, so everybody's flying. Garcia stays at the 136.4. It's Jamer in second. JS Porsche a second behind. And Rushton, he is fourth. 2 drivers still trying to put a time down. Denham and Mr. Maglan. Whoa! 0. He's double the usual. And the super chat. Bang on. That's a 2-0. That's a 2 in front of that 0. Well done to the GOAT. 0. One of our great moderators on there on YouTube. Thank you so much. Hailed, I'm doing pretty good. Went to go shopping this morning. Car didn't start, so don't have much food at the moment in the house. Hopefully, I'll have that problem fixed this afternoon. But I think my alternator is broken, so I'm pretty sure the battery is not charging. This is Denham in the Bentley. Did he get a valid time? It doesn't look like it. No, he did. Sorry, he goes 5th. And we just caught Mr. Maglan running wide. Not ideal for the 54. And this is our man, Jonathan the Snake, in the Ferrari, who, as you heard, has quite the plan in store for JSM. And the Discord link is in the description of the video, just above my support links. So you're more than welcome to join up. Use the resources available to you as well. It's going to be pretty cool, actually. JJ, I won't lock myself out. I have to get a new car. My car is just trash. Absolute trash. So, there's not much I can do about it. Just got to deal with it. Yeah, Hailed, alternator will be a little costly, but, you know, either that or I just sell the car and get something else. Just because, you know, it's not worth spending the money on to fix it. So the guys have been running around now for just over 10 minutes. Jamer's in the pits. He's got the fastest time. And Garcia was tipped from the top. He's a 10th down. And let's see if he's found any time in the Bentley this time through. But yes, it does sound like a great league. I'm excited to see where it goes, actually. The vision, the goals are all very commendable. And they line up with a lot of the goals and statements I like to pursue here at Demo 1. So it's a match made in heaven, I think. Yeah, I might have to hail. I might have to use that as an excuse. It won't be a new car, but yeah. Just new in the sense that I bought it. This is our third place driver, AJS. Now, we do have some of these drivers streaming, so if you do check out the description, you can go check their point of view as well. I think AJ's on Twitch, though. I got his YouTube link, and I wasn't able to update at the last moment, so I do apologise. But Snake's gone 7th, so not too bad. Not too bad. But I really don't know what to expect today. We've got 13 drivers, which is nice. Their first event as well. And yeah, PAN-AM. I think I've obviously working in conjunction with JSM and letting them use the server, which is nice. We do have the Bathurst 120 this weekend. I've got a server ready to go, but I was trying to actually release it for you guys last night, but there was something happening with the configuration, and oh my god, it just would not work. So hopefully I'll have that sorted for you guys today, and you can go practice. If you do want to get involved, it's on April the 11th, which is this weekend, from 9 a.m. GMT plus 10 or UTC plus 10. That's the time zone I'm in. But if you're in the US, it'll be... Oh, there's a car in the middle of the road. If you're in the US, it'll be on the 10th at about 7 p.m. on Eastern. So... But more info, just make sure you hit us up on Discord after the race as well. Well, I hope everyone's having a great day. Someone awesome. You will be there. I'm looking forward to it, in fact. I've not done a ACC Bathurst 120 event, so this is new territory for me. You'll be asleep. That's a bummer, Hale. Are you from the UK as well, Hale? I can't remember. I know there's a few of you that are from that part of the world. This. Kozza in that Mercedes AMG, just flirting with the beach. We are near the coast, of course. Kozza was obviously looking to get his feet wet. Stays 2.7 seconds behind the leader. Currently 7th. Snake's still 7th as well. And it is Jamer with a 1.362 that has displaced Garcia and AJ behind him. This is the Porsche. Number 9-1. Looking to steal something in the final 20 seconds before we get this stream and race underway. Can AJ pull something out of the hat? It's going to be extremely close. And you can absolutely see how hard he's pushing, leaving big black marks through there. That might have slowed him down. But the man is on the limit. There we go. The checkered flag is out, so this will be it. Can AJ still second? Can he upset Jamer and take the top spot? This is the first JSM PAN-AM community event here. And AJ wants the glory, at least in qualifying. Gets through the chicane. Exits through the cambered corner. Sees the pit lane. On his right-hand side as he comes around the last and final corner. Onto the front straight. Through the starting line. AJ! Oh, he stayed third. It was a good effort, though. And it will be Jamer, Garcia, AJ in that order when we get the race started in just a few minutes' time. Ah, yes. So, Hale, you are from Scotland. There you go. Yeah, that's the problem with my time zone. It just doesn't line up with any part of the, you know, England, Scotland, Wales, that sort of thing. The UK does not work, unfortunately. So this track was built after World War II. It is obviously in the Netherlands. It has a capacity of 105,000 people. It's an FIA Grade 1 circuit, and it opened on the 7th of August 1948. Oh, are they going to... I don't think I can... Are they going to start... Oh, they don't... I'm not... See how it bugs out? I'm going to miss the start. Hang on, we'll just hang around, and if they do a formation lap, we'll have to quickly get out and get back in again.
30 seconds.
But if this is a standing start, guys, because it's bugged out now, I've got to exit. So we'll just
20 seconds.
we're just going to wait to see. Here we go. I think this is the race start. Countdown begins.
10 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Is it racing or is it a formation lap? This guy can't tell. I think it's a formation lap. Thank God for that. All right, we'll be back in a moment. Because, yeah, you saw there how it bugs out. It's really annoying, but, you know, they're charging us $80 for this game. I mean, it's totally worth that. But welcome along to this event. My name's Josh, your commentator today, and we'll be taking you through the next 60 minutes of racing here at Zandvoort with the JSM and PAN-AM community. Where things will start and where things will finish is about to unfold in front of our very eyes this evening. There's a lot of unknowns, a lot of learning to do, but a lot of competition ahead. Lillian going for Raphael. Brian says $80 gets you 2 days of racing. See? See? That's a ridiculous comparison to make. all $80 got me was a broken game. Think about that. Alright, I'm just reconnecting, ladies and gentlemen. And we shall be G to G in just a second. Well, I don't know how Stream Elements and their chat widget works, but it doesn't seem to be working. I have to use this Stream Labels one. There really isn't a chat widget out there that does all the one, like the one I'm using now, that, you know, puts all the chats into one box for you. Alrighty. Let's show you where we are tonight. We're at Zandvoort in the Netherlands. There's the circuit. It's just on the coastline. Like I said, opened in 48 in August. Let's get to the race though. They're about to hit the line. Getting ready.
Green line. Give it all you got.
And there it is. The green flag's out, and it is the first JSM PAN-AM community underway. Racing speeds. J-Mer into the first corner. And I think everybody's going to play nice games with each other as we all just get through. That is Shark Bait. And there looks like Snake trying, actually, and he's done the job. I think he's just up beside the Mercedes there, of course. So look at these guys. They're doing their very best, tiptoeing through as the concrete barriers just suffocate the cars. But they're doing a fantastic job. Opening lap, it's looking clean. Not an easy thing to do around Zandvoort, but these guys have done it. Welcome along to you if it is your first time here. And this, a lot of unknowns. Where we'll be at the end of the 60 minutes. That is, oh no, big shot. We've had a massive spin. It was Felipe, I think, just turning around Mr. Falcon. It's a bit of a shame, but Mr. Falcon should be able to recover. Let's have a bit of a look at the replay there. So just under braking. Mr. Falcon was okay on the outside. Felipe, I don't know if... Yeah, I mean, I don't think... That obviously wasn't intentional. But looks like he got caught out there with the braking marker. Just a little bit different. That is one thing that is on the onus of the car behind. Obviously, you have to drive to the skill of the driver ahead. But it looked like there was a little bit of delay or lag spike, so maybe that played a big part in that as well. It's hard to tell. This is Mag. Oh, there we go, Mr. Falcon. Sorry, that wasn't Maglan, that was Felipe up the inside. In the Aston Martin. And he's making his presence known very early on. 57 minutes to go. Only lap one, says Awesome. Not wrong. Let's check out J-Mer at the front in the Bentley. He's starting to get a decent gap on Garcia, but there is a good race, I'd say, between these front two. Very talented. And if they're controlling the Bentleys as good as they are, we're in for a bit of a treat tonight, I'd say. Oh, Big Les. Yeah, I'd have to say, Hailed, you're all not wrong. Netcode did play a part in that lap one incident. Big Les says, boring day at work, just made better. Awesome. Hopefully we'll be making your boring Wednesdays a little bit more exciting in the coming months. So welcome along, Big Les, one of our supporters as well. But yeah, you can see J-Mer controlling that front field perfectly, consistently. And Garcia chasing. What's the updated intervals? We'll go across the start-finish. It says 1 lap. 1 second, there we go. So time is being made for J-Mer. The front of the field splitting. somewhat, but it's shark bait. This is where the fight begins for the top 5 spot with Koza and Rushton in those 2 big Mercedes AMGs. And we got Jonathan, or Snake, as you can see his name, in 8th. He's not too far behind this field either. So I say there's going to be some spicy action here. Reva in 6th, number 44. Again, there looks like a little bit of netcode tonight with Rushton, so I'm not actually sure the physical location of all of these drivers. But it looks like everybody's dealing with the challenges fairly well, I'd say. Look at this, here comes Koza. He was almost up and around, up on the inside there of bait, but the Lexus driver, he got a fantastic exit, fantastic drive on the brakes though up the inside, and the Lexus is beaten. That's a good move. Great move, in fact. And Rushton wants to get past as well. So Shark Bait maybe a little bit intimidated in the middle of the pack here. Let's see how well he can deal with the pressure. And here comes Snake as well. This is 4 cars. Snake moves up. He's going to try. No, he gets on the brakes early. There's a big moment happening at the front as Shark Bait dives very deep, and he's unlocked the UPS award for just sending it. Luckily, no one was on the end of it. No worries, awesome. Thanks for popping in. You will see me tonight. We got the Go To Woe race tonight as well at Paul Ricard. I think we're all looking forward to that as well. Yeah, Shark Bait falling down. So we go back to that, was 4-way, now 3-way battle for position. Snake and Rushton now starting a bit of a duel. So we got an early rivalry forming here in the JSM community and Pan-Am race. Jeff Fody, thank you for liking the stream, friend, and welcome along as well. Hale does not like the paint job. On which car? On which car? There are so many. Rushton's doing well at the moment. I think he is dealing with a little bit of netcode, but racing to that. Snake's just dropped off for the moment. Looks like he might be searching for a pass through strategy, perhaps, in the pit lane, or maybe just by keeping that pressure up enough, because we know Rushton obviously wants to get around. And if Rushton gets a little impatient, we've seen it can hurt. It happened to Shark Bait just a lap ago. It was a big send, big send, but it all ended up in the sand. And if you've been to the beach before, you know, sand gets everywhere. And for some reason, years later, if you took a bag, say a backpack to the beach, you'll never get that sand out. Ever. I don't know what it is about sand. So, Shark Bait's got that to deal with. So, AJ in third there. Well, he's not third anymore. In fact, looks like there's been an issue. Is that Denim? No. It's Koza, the number 44. I think he's holding fourth. Here we go with AJ. Oh, I got squeezed out there. Big time squeeze. And he was very, very lucky that his brake calipers were able to stop that car in time, because that would have been a little bit of a heavy shunt. This is Rushton now. He's got to deal with the pressure coming from Snake and that Ferrari. And it's been consistent now for some time. Look at the exit Snake got through there. Lots of pace. And he's got the nose ahead. It's the Ferrari versus Mercedes. And I think Rushton's going to be beaten into the first turn. He is. Snake's up to 7th. He's been working on that for some time. So his next target will be the 9-1 Porsche of AJ. Unfortunately, he's had a bit of a coming off somewhere. There's no damage, luckily. I think he must have just gone wide and hit the gravel. But he is behind Kozza now, who is the 44 Mercedes, the black and green. Oh, we've got another driver, another Porsche. I think that's Mr. Maglan. Looks like he's being lapped at the present time. Garcia looking for Raphael to put the pedal to the metal, I think. Here comes Snake in another beautifully orchestrated move. He's seen the gap open up. Oh, look at that. Nothing AJ could do there but just let the Ferrari through. There's some really good racing happening amongst this group right now. And I'll tell you what, here we go again. This man's on fire. Imagine if he got all 15 minutes in qualifying. He would have been unbeatable. Oh, he got a bit of a shunt there from AJ. Not on purpose, but yeah, just slightly skewed him. So the pressure is on for AJ now to just drive to the conditions. Snake did get away with that. Luckily, no real big damage there, and he's managed to stick with Kozza for the time being, at least. But 4 drivers so equally matched through Zandvoort. It's magical to watch sometimes. It's a very tiny track, not a track that I'm particularly good at, and it does take. It takes a bit of practice, really, to get your lines right through here. Well, slithering through the field, that is an understatement at the moment. Snake is just, yeah, he's finding all the little gaps. Little hidey holes as well, and he's just taking any chance thrown his way, and he's executed them with perfection so far. And he's dealt with the pressure that has been pulled on from in behind. Let's see what kind of exit AJ can get. We saw how good Snake was a few laps ago. He got a beautiful run down here. And I think, again, he's going to try that. AJ slides in behind, trying to get that draft as Snake once again continuing to break that. A bit of a move, a bit of a left dodge, a bit of a right dodge. But it's the braking zone into the first hairpin. There was no gain for anyone there. Kozza stays 4th. This is Raphael in 2nd. He's 5 seconds off Jamer, who is just an alien pace compared to the rest of the field tonight. Jamer, consistency's king. What a race it's turning out to be for him. Here we go for Snake, though. Oh, look at that. Great overtake. Unfortunately, we just missed the beginning of it. The man got through, and he is showing us all how it's done. Oh, I thought the nose of AJ's Porsche was going to be in a different postcode then. Kozza got very lucky. So did Porsche. So did AJ, actually. It is racing sometimes. Got to take it to that just absolute limit. And that was pretty much as far as you could go before there was contact. I wish I could read Spanish. I can read Italian a little bit, but Spanish, unfortunately not my forte. Here we go with AJ. Causa might be beaten if he's got the grip around the outside. Let's go for the switch under. No such move just yet. He's right up inside that exhaust. But Zandvoort doesn't really present many overtaking opportunities. You can just see it's barely wide enough to fit two of them side by side. As I say that, AJ was testing that premise. Still can't find anything. There's a white flag out the net code. Hopefully it doesn't upset them too much. AJ's through. Great stuff. Oh, there could be an instant reply as Causa takes it back, but that runs him wide through. And AJ now secured the position quite comfortably, I'd say. But all that battling has meant Rushton has stayed with them, and it's meant Snake in that Ferrari has been able to gap the field somewhat. Mr. Falcon. He's close to Felipe in the Aston Martin. So let's see what happens between 11th and 12th. As you can see, there's a huge array of different skill levels on display. But that still doesn't mean we're getting boring racing. It just means there's technically a few different classes out there tonight, driving amongst each other, and we get small pockets of racing like this that is close and equal. But yeah, I wonder actually how well these guys are dealing with that netcode. I wonder how much it is affecting their decision to go for a move or not, because I know it'd be scary to see a car sort of goes left, right, just slightly look a little bit twitchy. It doesn't look natural. And you could be afraid that you go next to the car and at some point it's inside of you and you're having a big accident. But yeah, Jamer up the front has clearly got his setup just on point. And I wonder if he shared any tips on their Discord, actually. Because Jamer's setup for that Bentley would... that'd be a nifty one to have, sort of play with and see how well it suits your own driving style, in fact. So we're 15 minutes in. Well, just past 15 minutes anyway. At the moment. We've had a few contacts here and there. We've had some rivalries brew, but nothing that has upset anyone. No drama. Too bad. Here we go with Felipe again. Again, this track. It's just not wide enough in certain positions, but strategy will be the place, I'd say, tonight where they're going to get that. Let's see what kind of run Mr. Falcon can get. Look at the gap that's opened up through there. So that's given Felipe a huge advantage, defensive advantage down the front straight. Falcon needs to be a lot closer than that if he wants to get the move done into the first turn. It definitely won't be here on this lap though. Yeah, there are some pit requirements. I will let you guys know. Just because it's a new league, I'm just trying to find out where they put all that stuff. I do remember reading it, and for some reason, I've forgotten it, but I'm pretty sure there is a pit requirement. Let's have a look here. 60-minute sprint race. 15-minute pit window. Mandatory pit stop. Tyre change. Refueling is allowed, so you need a tyre change. There's a 15-minute pit window. Pit window opens at the 35 minutes. And the pit window closed at the 20-minute mark. So there you go, where you get the pit window in about 6 minutes. And there is a mandatory tyre change. So that's why everybody's got the 1 next to their name. That denotes the 1 mandatory stop that they are yet to take. Yeah. No, I think tonight it's not fuel. I think it's tyres. I think they're just swapping up the formula a little bit and looking to see how that plays out with strategy in a sprint race. Ooh. Ooh. So an early stop for Gumbro. There's some major damage. So he's clearly come in to get something fixed. I wonder how that happened. That won't count towards his mandatory, unfortunately. Because it's before the pit window's opened. But you can obviously pit for damage before that. It just won't count. So there's going to be a lot of time lost, I'd say, for Gum there. And Mr. Maglin can hopefully regain some spots as he's down there in 13th. This is our race leader, though, Jamer 357. And what? Oh, we got a car in the middle of the road. The 73. Rushton 2-4. Big moment for Rushton. Don't know how he's ended up there. He's had to... He's got some traffic. He's just got to deal with that. Looks like netcode is playing a huge part for some of these guys. Yeah, there could be some connection issues there for Rushton. The pitfalls of sim racing. It hurts sometimes, especially when you put in a lot of effort, a lot of practice, and things outside your control end your day. Yes, Jeff. Gummy seems... Well, he's back on track. He didn't actually lose 12 spots, so I think Maglin got a lap back, but he's still a couple of laps down. This is Falcon still battling with Felipe. This one looks like it's never going to finish, but it's been close. But yeah, Felipe all this time just analysing his opponent, hasn't been able to find that exploitable weakness just yet. Maybe it takes a little bit more poking and prodding before Felipe's forced into an error. But he is dealing with that presence, the looming presence of a Mercedes AMG quite comfortably, I'd say. But yeah, don't forget, if you want to join the JSM crew, Discord link in the description. And like we were talking about before, the vision. Here, oh no. Felipe gets back in front. Is he going to give the spot? He will. So finally, that's that mistake Falcon was waiting for. Let's just have another quick look. I must admit I was looking away at the split second he made the error. On the brakes. And yeah, Felipe went wide. Didn't make the apex at all. Got back on.
Pit window is open.
Oh, that was almost contact. It was almost a little bit of nervousness. Just trying to do the right thing there. But he's done it. And Falcon up to 9th. It's taken him about 15 minutes to get there. So the pit window's opened early. But in saying that, I think there was an hour and 2 on the clock at the start for that formation lap. So I guess those 2 minutes are factored in. But yeah, JSM, it's a great place for you to ramp up your racing knowledge, technique, and racecraft. Snake and Garcia will make sure drivers of any skill level will have what you need to get better out there on the track. So if you're looking to stay out of those public lobbies and really get better at racing, JSM would be your advised place to go for sim racing and competitive sim racing at the same time. Jamer is obviously, he was pointed out to me as one of the quickest drivers amongst the JSM clan. And that's on display for all to see tonight. 7.8 over Garcia. And apparently, he's up there with some of the pro drivers as well. So keep an eye out on Jamer in the future. This is Garcia. That's what... was it 5-7 seconds the difference looks like? So Garcia now falling to 8, but you can see no contest for him in second. Snake's slithered and crawled his way to third. I think there's been a mistake or two for some drivers, but Snake's had to do a lot of work as well. Started in 8th, I remember. So to get up to third by the pit window is a fantastic effort. And AJ 2.3 behind with Denham in the Bentley there in 5th place. We've got Kozza in 6th. Looks like he was running a little wide out of the final corner. Mile Blue there in 7th. Falcons up to 8th. Felipe fallen and a little wide through there as well. This is Sharkbait. He's done his mandatory stop. So Sharkbait actually will regain some positions, I'd say, once we see those ahead of him stopping. But he's got the green box. That means he can run to the end now without having to stop. So let's see if the undercut is working for him. But that's going to hurt his race. That is definitely going to hurt. That's... I mean, in a way, that sucks. Let's have a look. You could see the back end going. You could see it must have been lining up the rears. Just on the power, maybe a little too heavy. Yeah, mid-corner on exit. I think it was a little too early on the power. And upset the back end. And the front end. You come into contact with that arm coat. I wonder if he's maybe damaged the steering rack a little. It was quite a heavy shunt. But he's going to continue on for the time being at least. So Snake's coming in for his first stop. So let's see. Does anyone... Porsche goes through. Will Denham respond? No. Will Kozza respond as well? Or is he just looking to continue on with things because he's quite content? Jeff, I have been in contact with Vizsla, but there hasn't been any, what's the word, confirmation that I am. But, if we hit up Vizsla, I guess, we might be able to sort something out. Hopefully if the, obviously if the time zones work out. Is PAN-AM located in the US? Is that their main time zone of operation? I actually haven't checked that out. JSM is the US, of course. That's why we're here on a daytime for myself, not a nighttime stream. Alright, so yeah, PAN-AM is US. Well, that should work out just fine, usually. Yeah, just... hit up Vizsla and just see what he thinks, because he's in contact with me, and I remember him asking, but yeah, there hasn't been any further planning or booking of any event at the moment. But he is in our booking system, so he can definitely add any events that you guys have got coming up as well. I'd love to definitely do that. Rushton's in the pit down there in 13th. Maglin's up to 12th, so he's gained some spots. So never give up. And there you can see Maglin's off the bottom. So Jamer at the moment, he's just doing a superlative job of navigating his way through back markers. That is probably one of the biggest underrated skills of drivers, especially if they're quick and they're constantly, you know, lapping cars in races. Because obviously we've got a wide skill set here, which is totally fine. But yeah, you've got to be able to overtake back markers, and at the same time, back markers have got to be able to make room as well. Usually, though, the responsibility is on the overtaking car to make a safe pass. So, our leader is in the pit lane. Garcia is in the pits as well. He's reacted to the leader pitting, and Brandon Walrath has liked the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No worries, Jeff. Felipe's in as well. So looks like most of the drivers are coming in here on the 30-minute mark. Half an hour to go. And by the way, I know this is their first race. We should definitely be seeing...
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Bigger lobbies as we grow JSM, and this JSM product is more regular here on Demo 1. So tonight's a good day to just see the skill set of some of these drivers, and we'll get to talk to them at the end as well, just briefly. Just want to see what they say, their point of view, their story out on track. So AJ's now leading, but again, that mandatory stop, he needs to take it. Denham is promoted to second. Cozza's in third, but again, needs to do that stop. So Jamer is back on track, and he's ahead of Garcia by about... I don't think Garcia made time. No, 9 seconds. So, yeah, Jamer's been gradually building time on Garcia in the Bentley. Just unable to match the pace. You know, half a second. Oh, the 22. Sorry, the 23 of a shark bait. I think that earlier crash that we saw, look at that. You can see the bonnet there just lifting a little as he goes over some of the bumps in the road. I think there's some big damage the shark bait's dealing with, in fact. And it's probably going to compromise his consistency. Can't imagine that car's driving as well as he'd like, but if the damage bill is big, he's going to be, you know, stationary for a while, and I think that's what he's trying to avoid, at least, considering he's done his mandatory stop. He doesn't want to do two, but if he's losing too much time trying to you know, wear the damage, he might be losing more time than it would have taken to jump in and get the fix. But if Sharkbait does talk to us at the end of the race, we'll definitely ask him about that. Okay. So Jamer up to second. Looks like Kozza, he's been caught. That's a quick... Jamer's so quick, isn't he? He might even get the overtake here on Kozza, unless the number 44 is trying to hold him up at some point. Just create a bit of tension out there for the time being. This is technically the battle for the lead. It's a different race, though. But Kozza can do what he wants. He doesn't need to get out of the way. He's not getting blue flags. Jamer is flashing those lights. And I think I've said this before, but there are some people that actually don't like that. I think it's a great thing in racing, just to flash your lights and put people off. There we go. Cos is in. J-Mer retakes the lead of this race. And we're back to situation normal as the rest of the field will shuffle through and take their positions. So, Gum down here in 10th, yet to make that first mandatory stop, and Rushton yet to make his first mandatory stop in the Mercedes. But other than that, the rest of the field has filtered through. So Gum's just jucking in now. He had that big accident early on. We missed the story behind that, but he had to come in very early for damage repairs. And yeah, that hurt. Masak Thievul, welcome, and thank you so much for that support. Appreciate that as well. Appreciate all of you, in fact. Thanks for joining up today. Now, I know this is obviously their first race, but hopefully, if you guys want to get involved, you can. Oh no, Shark Bait. He's losing a spot because that was Falcon getting through. I think Shark Bait, I think it's time to just bite the bullet and enter that pit lane. You can see he's dealing with too much. Too much. I think that's what's happening. Again, he's running wide now. He's going to have dirt all over the tyres. His brakes are going to be cooling. Though that's not such a bad thing. His grip level's going to be down. The aero's going to be down. Let's see. Does he take to the pit lane, or is he still going to just persevere? He's a brave man. Gum, if Shark has too many more incidences like that, Gum might actually get inside 9th. Oh, J-Mo is just... There's nothing wrong with... I don't think there's anything wrong with what J-Mo did at all. Flashing the lights. Like I was saying, the Mercedes, which one was it? It was Kozza. Yeah, Kozza had obviously the right to stay there. But yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Some people just... They don't like the lights flashing. If he's entitled to be there or not, I think it's just a good tactic to intimidate, and also a tool obviously to use to let slower drivers know that you're coming. But yeah, entitled to the position or not, I think J-Mo was entitled to flash those lights. But yeah, I just, my personal opinion, I don't quite understand. Like, people see it as quite an aggressive move, I think. Yeah, I think that's just what's happening. But, you know, I'm not a racer myself, so... But I do like the tension it builds here in the booth, and the builds out there on track as well. But welcome along, Gelson. Sorry, I don't mean to call you out there, but good to have you, mate. Obviously, Gelson's one of our big supporters as well.
Pit window is now closed.
So there we go. Pit window shut. Rushton's... He was in, luckily. He got there right at the end. So this is our race leader, J-Mer. The 3.57. And he's doing a great job. He's been probably building about half a second a lap on Garcia. A little bit less than that, but it's been a impressive run. And the 666 in the other Bentley, he's close, but not close enough, unfortunately. Looks like second. It's going to be the best position he'll hope for in this race this evening. AJ's back up to third. Snake's fallen down to fourth. So something's happened there, I'd imagine. We didn't quite get to witness what, though. Where is Snake? Snake's not too far off, so, you know, a concentrated effort in these final 20 minutes. He might be able to catch up to AJ. I don't know if AJ makes a huge error. Yes, definitely. But thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. If you haven't already, check out our website, demo1garage.com. Or if you want to take it further and you want to support sim racing here on Demo 1 and grow and change the sport and influence the sport, you can support us at buymeacoffee.com/Demo1Garage. Get involved that way. Get a few extra perks as well. But if you just want to just follow up with everything that we're doing, just hit the follow button on that website, chuck in your email, and you'll get email updates with the rundown of things happening around about here at Demo and in sim racing in general. Oh, a little mistake there from Snake. Oh, he just keeps it out of the wall. So I do encourage you to go do that if you haven't already. But thanks again to everyone that's jumped on there and helped us out. And thanks to Zero this evening as well for the huge super chat of $20. Couldn't believe my eyes, in fact. Yes, the Bathurst 120. It's on this weekend. Like I said, I've got the server, but I'm just not very good at setting it up. I think I did something wrong. And I haven't had enough time to sit down and properly set it up. So I do apologize for that. This is my first year running an ACC server event, and I learn so much every year that I host these. So I'm not as, probably as polished as, say, JSM is at organising an event, or SFR organising an event, Race on Oz organising an event, because I do these once a year. I'm trying to do a few more this year, obviously, for you guys out there that are supporters, give you guys some fun community racing as well. So hopefully we'll do a few more. So I am learning. But yes, the server's there. We'll get to it shortly for you. But if you do want to sign up, make sure you're joined the Demo 1 Discord. Hit up the Bathurst 120 channel in the sign up form, and the info is there. You can go for ACC on PS4 or GT Sport on PS4 as well. And PS5, they all work together. This is Garcia, still in second. Look at the gap. It's grown massively over the last couple of laps, 12.4. So J-Mer's really starting to put in some quick laps now. It'd be really interesting, actually, to have a look at his times. And AJ just amongst some blue flag markers here. Let's see how he deals with this. But this is, like I was talking about before, it's a skill in itself. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I will have to chase JJ. Yeah, like I said, I missed obviously the Contenders Cup event. Here we go, just for a bit of an overtake over a back marker, but he gets it done beautifully. Well done. Well done, well done. What was I saying? Yes, I missed the Contenders Cup event last week. Obviously, some of you know I've got chronic pain. I was in too much pain that night to do the event. So pretty much since Thursday last week till Monday this week, I haven't really touched the PC. I haven't touched the computer. I was just had a terrible weekend. So all these things that I had planned to do over those 4 days, I didn't even do. So to be honest, I'm a little rushed running into the Bathurst 120. It will be fine on the day, but yeah, I do apologise for not having that up sooner. But in saying that, one of the goals behind what I'm looking to get out of the racing is, obviously sim racers are very used to, especially in leagues, very used to getting the at least the rough conditions ahead of time. I don't. Oh no! No! Not for Falcon! The 8th place driver, he's kept the position. But that was a massive, massive contact. Did Felipe get lapped? Because Felipe is not actually... He's 11th. You can see he's got 11th above his car. Sharkbait is actually the one behind Mr. Falcon. Snake, blue flag there. Sharks let it done, but I think Snake had to do a bit of work for that one. So some of these drivers now getting lapped, and yeah, it's difficult sometimes for both parties. Oh, the Bentley! He had to dive over. I'm not sure if Sharkbait was quite aware of Denham. The 107 is right there. Oh, Denham was very lucky. I'm pretty sure Sharkbait's aware of it now. He should let the driver through. He does. But that was sketchy there for a moment. And as you can see, Denham's car doesn't have a scratch on it. And I think he'd like to bring it to Parc Fermé. Pretty similar to the condition he started in. But like I said, also big thanks to Pan-Am tonight. They are a community as well that have worked alongside JSM, and they not only can provide you with some top-class training, but curating a competitive and fair sim racing environment. So if you're looking for something like that as well, make sure you check out Pan-Am. Definitely a good bunch of guys, and like I said before, hopefully we're doing some of their streams at some point in the future. I'm sure we will. So Rushton looks like he's had to just retire from the race. He's out down there in 13th. Zandvoort's not an easy track, I must say, especially if you're starting out. So there must have been maybe a little bit too many incidences where he's running wide or whatever it was, but it's not easy, I'll give it that, I must say. I'd struggle here at Zandvoort as well. So these guys are doing an incredible job, especially these front runners. The pace they've got and the consistency they're showing, it's definitely something to marvel at. This is Snake in the 03 Ferrari. It's got a long way to catch AJ. Denham's not far behind, 2.6 seconds. With 13 minutes remaining, there could be something on here between him and Denham, so let's keep a very close eye on that one. Denham just got to avoid running wide there. Looked like he almost ran out of road. The understeer was brutal, but he got it under control. So the latest interval was 2.6. What's the update? 2.8. So Snake's made some time there. Denham won't be giving up, however. Now, did you know a little bit about Zandvoort? In 59, August of 59, the UCI Road World Championship men's race was held at Zandvoort. That's a cycling race, I think. They also had running competitions at Zandvoort. So they took the word racing circuit to the absolute limit. Not just motorsports, but cycle sports and running sports as well. So there you go. Quite the illustrious history. And obviously recently Zandvoort's gone through that massive change because the Formula One was supposed to go there last year. We got that big banked corner now at the end. Unfortunately, that's not the version we have here in ACC. But hopefully one day we will see that make its way to a version of Assetto Corsa. In fact, I don't know how long Assetto Corsa will be alive for. Obviously, a few of you guys have mentioned a PS5 version. I honestly don't think... I think that's just going to be a patch. I think that's what we are expecting anyway, but I don't really think there's PS5 versions, if such things is going to do a hell of a lot, if I'm honest. Probably graphical, but I mean, I'm not holding my breath. I don't trust the console side of this game. Hasn't been treated the same, hasn't been given the same respect, hasn't been given the same due care, and it was sort of a money grab because everyone could see just how popular it was on PC, how good of a sim it was on PC, and kudos to Kunos for the fact that they even got this thing running on a PlayStation 4. Got Snake just dealing with some back markers there, and that was looking sketchy as well. Don't know if there was contact. That has absolutely, though, brought Denim into the racing, and what was about 2 seconds is now half a second, if that, 2/10. This one has come alive, and all it took was one back marker. That was just a little difficult to get through. So Denim, very pleased with the outcome of that one. He just needs to stay with the Ferrari driver now, and the pressure's on. Here we go. We got a race now. 9.5 minutes left, and this is the battle for fourth. It's heating up here at Zandvoort, right on the coast. Gelson saying about the PS5, a part of the PS5, updating the frame rate. I don't think you're going to get past 60 on the console. I just think that's how it's going to be. But I was just trying to say, yeah, kudos to Kunos for actually getting to work on last-gen consoles. But the fact that they pushed this so quickly before the PS5 was launched, just smelled of a money run to me. Just a quick cash grab. But Kudos did a great job of getting it to run, because even to get this game running on any PC is difficult. So the fact it runs on last-gen consoles is amazing. And to keep the sim physics and all that working, unbelievable. So they found some optimizations there. We just got a bit of a moment as Snake goes extremely wide, and that's opened the door for Denim. That's all he was looking for. The pressure was on. It was too hot in the kitchen, and Snake couldn't deal with it. Let's have a look. As I was yabbering on about nonsense, Snake just on the brakes there. He might have been just a little, wasn't as wide on the entry to that corner. He was sort of stuck in the middle, and yeah, that shortens your path and entry into the corner there, and he was fighting understeer on the way out. There just wasn't enough road to accommodate that line, and he's lost the spot. But yeah, there's so many now that like F1 is owned by is it EA now? Codemasters owned by EA, and then Motorsports Games owns like the other sims. WRC's owned by EA. The fact that like so many racing games and sims are owned by like one or two publishers and developers, I don't think is very good for sim racing, because innovation, I don't think we're going to get much of it, especially on console. over the next 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is. I'm not. I want to be. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong, but that is my prophecy. The way at the moment. That I think there's a lot more than just that surface level stuff to talk about, but I think that's a topic for a longer podcast. But that's how I feel at the moment, and yeah, I just wonder how long Assetto Corsa will. Like, how long can this product live? Will it be like, you know, an iRacing where, you know, it's just constantly updated and built upon? Or will there be eventually a time where they make an Assetto Corsa Competizione 2? See, that's more of a, I feel like a shareholder money thing, less than a community-driven decision. I have no idea. But I mean, we gotta look at all avenues, I think, and wonder, yeah, where does it go? Where does it go? Snake's looking quick, so he was able to recover from that mistake pretty quickly. He's now within a second of Denham, so it's clear to see that Denham doesn't quite have the confidence or pace when he's judging it by himself. Sometimes I find that if I'm not chasing someone or not being chased, like my pace will drop. But, you know, the moment I'm chasing someone again, I get back up to speed. So, yeah, I don't know what that's called. I don't know how you sort of train yourself not to do that, but I know I definitely suffer from that. I wonder if Denham was just momentarily in that area of slowdown, or is Snake just that quick? Is Snake just that quick? He's looking good though. He's gained half a second through the first and second interval there. And we know how good he is on the exit through this last turn. Snake is... The bite is deadly if he gets it right. The strike is coming. The head lifted. Power down. Inside the slipstream as well. We got some back markers ahead, which just spices it up even more. And Denham in that Bentley, he doesn't have to defend because Snake couldn't quite get there this time. We get through the first turn, and still we have Mr. Maglin to get through. He'll be getting those blue flags. This is going to be a tricky one. Very tricky one to navigate. Let's see how they deal with this. This could change the order again. So back markers, they play a big role in racing sometimes. Not through any choice of their own, just through the... Oh, that was a wide one from Maglin. So he's gone on a bit of a field trip. I think he'll be okay though. But Denham's dealt with that one. And I think Mr. Falcon. Yes, it is Mr. Falcon in 8th. Oh, I think we just lost Maglin there. So we're down to 12 with 3 minutes to go. Can't believe it. The 60 minutes is almost up. And we have a nail-biting finish here at the end. Will it be Denham? Will it be Snake? There's no time now for really patience. You've just got to seize an opportunity, grab it, and go for it. Because it looks like Snake might be on the back foot now. Just a little bit of a mistake through there gives Denham just more breathing room. And now there'll be a car to add injury between them. But no, Falcon's gone wide, giving the space to Snake. And Snake is right back in on the action. Just as we would have expected. He's that man. He's that quick. This is our leader, Jamer. He's almost lapping the battle there for 4th and 5th, which is insane. Garcia is holding 2nd. We're down to 11 drivers. So he comes across the start-finish line. AJ's down there in third at the moment, and this is what we're watching intently. The battle for fourth and fifth between Denim and Snake. I don't know. What is your call? Will it be Snake in fourth, or will it be Denim in fourth? Let me know in the chat. I'd like to hear your predictions here on the run to the black and white checkered flag. We've got a minute and a half left. Just want to say a big shout out to everyone that's joined us today. Everyone that's hit like. If you do enjoy the racing, don't forget to feed the algorithm what it wants to hear, and hit that like button and subscribe as well. We'd love to see you back for more racing. We've got some more racing tonight, in fact. So it is the go-to GT4 series, and that is quickly becoming the best series since sliced bread. I am not joking. It was so fun last week at Spa. I can't wait to see what kind of racing we get at Paul Ricard. So join us for that from about 7:30 tonight. And then
Leaders on final lap now.
tomorrow night, we will have the replay, the unbroadcast replay of the Contenders Cup. Looking forward to actually watching that one. I didn't watch it. I haven't seen the... Oh no! Big moment! That's going to end it for Denim. Massive! Final lap called as well. But the weight shift over the top of the hill has clearly caught him off surprise. He was doing so well today. I can't even tell where it all went wrong. Oh, look at that. Just a little wide. That was a massive spin. And Denim, almost took out one of the back markers as well. Almost took himself out of the race. We'll go down to fifth. Luckily, they've got the gap. Snake slides on through. He found the gap as well. Oh, what a crazy way to end. But here comes Jamer. Well-deserved win today. Absolutely flawless. Not a scratch. You mean you couldn't fault him. They're 357. He's going to go far. The future of sim racing. It's Jamer 357. And he comes through to finish up this final lap at Zandvoort. And after 60 minutes, it's him ahead of Garcia by 22 seconds, which is impressive on its own. And there we go.
The leader has finished the race.
The black and white flag is out, and Garcia not too far away. The 666, he did his best today to try and stay up there with the best. Second place. I think he'll be pretty happy with that end result as well. Not too shabby at all. And he'll take second. And AJ, another driver that we should definitely keep a close eye on through the season. See his development, because it looks like he's got some pace. He just needs to unlock a little bit more. But he takes third today. Not a shabby effort. And Snake, well, he's clearly got racecraft sorted. He had a bit of luck today as well, especially with that big Denim accident. But at the end of the day, you got to create that for yourself sometimes. And for Snake, at least, here in this first event, he did. He'll take fourth. The checkered flag's out. It's just a bit of a victory lap for him now. Congratulations. Denim will take fifth. Corsa, sixth. Miles, seventh. Falcon takes eighth. Sharkbait finished ninth. Felipe and Rushton 12th. But it was Jamer by the end of it that deserves the praise. What a race. Don't forget, we've got the interviews coming up as soon as these guys are ready. There's first and second. Alrighty.
Green light, go, go, go.
I forgot to hit replay. Saved again. Alrighty, we're just waiting for them to jump in, and we should have some interviews. I don't know who we're going to get, but we'll have just it's a free-for-all. Anyone and anyone's welcome from the race. But thanks again to JSM for hosting today's event. Very much looking forward to seeing what we do for event number 2. I don't know when that's going to be. Should be another Wednesday sometime. Maybe in 2 weeks. I'm not sure. Give the guys time to practice up, get the tracks all sorted, and yeah. It was a good race for everyone. Bit of drama on the last lap. We can't have a race without drama. So we had that storyline tonight. Oh, for Denham, it was devastating, wasn't it? Right. I'm just waiting. I know they're coming, I just don't know where they are. So I'm just waiting. There's Pepper Jack. Hey mate, which one are you on what's your PSN?
This thing working?
Yep.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I'm still learning everyone's names. Welcome.
How's it going? Hi, I'm Jamer. I'm also Josh.
Oh, great name. Yeah, J-Merc.
Yeah,
You're
easy,
the
right?
alien.
I was alright. I got lucky and got away from the pack early.
Yeah, I mean...
Because Garcia was right on me. He would have been right on me. I don't know what happened to him yet. I don't know. All of a sudden, I look back and he wasn't there. So I don't know if he made a mistake or what happened. I'll have to go back and look.
I just think your pace was just quicker. Because every time we would check in with Garcia, he looked fine to me. I just think your overall race pace was just quicker.
Hi, chaps.
It's well, it says calculated Aussie. You'll have to let me know, guys. What's your PSN?
So calculated Aussie, that's AJS. Pepperjack is Jamer. Cheddar Bomb is Garcia, and Shark Bait is Shark Bait.
Right.
Couple of nicknames that we give everybody.
I like it. And okay, so well, yeah, Pepperjack.
Garcia coming in?
Say again.
Is Garcia coming in, Snake?
I believe so. Yeah, he's on his way.
Okay. What was that?
Oh yeah, I was just saying. Practice for the race. I do like to ask people this. How much time did you have to put in for this? Did you put in much, or is it is it a natural talent?
Practice. Good. Probably like a good 5-6 hours total of just lapping, just doing laps, seeing what I can get away with, seeing where the car's balanced, all that stuff, and then just race time, try to put it all together and stay consistent, which I managed to do somehow. But yeah, practice, tons of practice for me.
And you don't find, because like, is that 5-6 hours like in one block, or is that
No, across like the week.
Yeah.
Throughout the week.
Yeah, it's just
A couple hours here, a couple hours there.
right. And obviously, I don't think the wet races are on. But how do you approach that? Do you go, I'm just going to work out the setup first, I'm going to learn the track first, and then the setup comes? Is there a process for yourself, or just whatever feels right?
Honestly, I kind of suck at setting up cars. So I honestly, it's pretty much the aggressive setup, or if it's wet, the wet setup.
Right.
If it's really wet. I mean, I adjust tires mainly. That's about it. As long as my tire temps and pressures are in line, I mean, I don't really go too much further than that. I'm not the best when it comes to setting up the car, so I just adjust to the car.
Well, it worked for you today. Garcia, second place. Well done.
Hello. Yeah.
You had you were pretty close to Jamer in quali, but was something holding you back in the race? Or was he just too quick?
Yeah. So what happened is I started the race close to Murr, but then on the first few laps, I can't remember exactly which one, I picked up damage. I picked up 15 seconds worth of damage. And then by that point, Murr was about 6 to 7 tenths faster per lap.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot I could do. And then when I stopped, I decided not to fix the car because then I would be too close to AJ.
Yep.
So I just ran with it.
Well, I mean, it got you a second place, so I mean,
Yeah.
wasn't
yeah,
too bad.
Great race. Hey, Murr was flying today. Congrats, Murr. Great race.
Thank you. Thank you. And the whole practice thing too. Garcia he barely did any practice. He just jumped in and was like 36s right off the bat. So if he put in the time I did, he would have. Don't even want to know.
Yeah,
So,
Murr, myself, Snake, a lot of the guys here that we usually practice together. It's a pretty good group. But yeah, it was a great race today. I wish I would have been closer to Murr. I think we would have put up a great show, but didn't happen, unfortunately.
And then there's AJ in the Porsche, third, I think, from quick memory.
A very, very lucky third.
Lucky. Talk us through that. Why was it lucky?
Well, I think it was during the first stint, not long after Garcia hit the wall. Same area, that going over the crest into the right, just lost it, and it didn't hit the wall fortunately, but that was enough to put me back down the field, and long fight to get through back to where I started.
Is there a trick to taking that segment of track properly? Like, what's the mistake that causes because we saw Denham have a big off there as well, right at the end.
Don't brake just enough and don't lift off fully in my case.
Right.
You've got that Porsche is such a fine balance going across any sort of crest in the road like that with a direction change. It just, as soon as you turn the wheel, the rear will just want to go around on you. And especially now with the new BOP and whatnot, it's really hampered the sort of cornering grip of the car.
Well,
It's just,
I mean, it took a few victims, but I mean, to come back from third from there's a pretty good effort. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see much of that, but I mean, still, congratulations once again. It's still a podium.
so yeah, no, thanks for that. Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, I've been chasing Murph for pretty much since I started on ACC, so I'm not surprised he was out the front. I mean, used to chasing Bentleys everywhere, so
It's been a while.
And yeah, you're driving a wheel. What's your setup?
I've got the Fanatec
I think
CSL
we all
Elite.
have the same wheel.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we've
I think we
got
all
the
do.
same.
Not me. Oh damn. I lied.
What are you running, Shark Bait?
The G29 wheel with the pedals.
Yeah, that's a good starter set actually. How long have you been on the wheel?
Yeah, I'm ready for a new setup.
So a couple of years then, I'm guessing.
Yeah, almost 2 years now.
Right. And where did your sim racing journey begin? Was it like GT Sport, or was it just a set of Corsa?
Mine or Garcia or
Shark bait.
Shark Bait at the moment, but oh yeah.
right.
Sorry, what was the question again?
Yeah, your sim racing. Where did that begin? Was it obvious ACC, or was it something else like GT Sport?
Is when I wanted a wheel, just because the game's so realistic. So I wanted to get a wheel for it.
Right, and so that was ACC, I'm assuming, because when did it come out? Like 2018?
Well, I think
that's
on
for the
console
PC,
it came
yeah.
out. Yeah, on
Yeah.
console it came out late 2020. I want to say July or September. One of those 2 months. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, around September.
Yeah. And
Was it? I thought it was. I've had it since March on the PS over here. Unless
No.
we in Australia got it first.
It's possible.
I think we
Definitely
did
possible.
actually. I think we did.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you guys are in the future, so
Yeah.
makes
Oh,
sense.
There's not many perks to living here because usually we get things late, but I think we did get that one early for whatever reason.
Nice.
So it was nice.
PS5 as well. I know. I was one of the first to have the PS5. I know that one for sure.
There you are.
So, yeah, AJ was. I'm guessing you started on something other than ACC then, because you were.
I got my first wheel about 2 years ago, and that was a G29.
Yeah.
I then modded that with a load cell brake, which eventually gave up, and I moved on to the Fanatec. And yeah, I mean, I couldn't not have a load cell brake anymore, especially driving the Porsche.
I do hear that a lot.
It's just too finite, or you need, such small amounts either way, and you're screaming backwards into a corner.
So, yeah, you were saying Garcia as well. You've got a Fanatec. Did you start straight on the Fanatec, or are you another G29?
No. I started with the G29 playing Gran Turismo Sport and Project Cars at the same time.
Yep.
Then just about a year ago, I jumped onto the Fanatec. Bought the Fanatec, the CSL Elite with the BMW GT2 wheel and the V3 pedals.
Similar story for you, Pepper. J-Mo?
Hey, oh yeah, I started, really, I mean, I've always played sim like Gran Turismo, Forza, all that stuff, but never with a wheel until I bought ACC, and I was like 2 weeks into playing ACC on a controller, and I was like, I can't do it. Like,
Right.
I'm okay on the controller, but it's just not happening. And yeah, it was during like the height of COVID, so everyone was asking insane prices they were asking $400 or $500 US for G29s and stuff. So
Far
I was like,
out.
well, if I'm gonna spend that much money, I might as well spend the extra, $100, $200 and grab the Fanatec. So got lucky.
Yeah,
and
that
found one of
actually
those
helped me.
secondhand.
That actually helped me sell my G29.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
Yeah,
I got good money for it.
If I'd have held on to mine
Yeah.
for 6 more months, I would have been like that too. But I sold it early.
Yeah.
Right?
How was I to
Who would have
know?
known?
And
Yep.
Snake, Jonathan, you had a really good race yourself. Starting 8th, you were slithering your way through the field. They were saying on stream. Yeah, that
Attended.
just looked like a lot of fun.
Well, it was a little scary in the first half, that's for sure, because I mysteriously found an extra second that I didn't have in the quali or even when I was practicing, and there was a lot of close calls. I mean, I think you saw there was a pass on the bank that I made on someone. I honestly just took advantage of someone going wide, and that's a risk-reward track. So I'm not surprised the grid wasn't as tight as it normally is when we do these races. And the first, my first stint, I was hitting, low 137s along with AJ. I was actually riding alongside him when I passed him, and I didn't think he was. I honestly was just taking the line to just be able to take the corner safely, and AJ let off, so I was able to get past him. But then he started creeping his way back, and somehow after the pit stop, he found 13 seconds on me. I don't know how he managed to do that. We were saying it was probably lag since he's in Australia. Somehow skipped ahead 13 seconds. But the second half of the race was definitely the car was it was definitely fishtailing all over the place a little bit. I lost control a couple of times, but it was mainly just my tire pressures on the right side were a little too low. But I kind of had to make a decision. Do I want to get the car through the race or, try to push? So I just kind of decided to get the car through, and luckily, unfortunately for Denham, he kind of spun out there at the end, and I was able to get back that fourth position.
That was a bit, yeah. Oh man, So was it close when he was spinning to you? Because it looked really close.
Very, 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 very close. Because I think what happened with him is going up. I think he came in. There's a little like a bump that you hit before you get right on the peak of the hill.
Yeah.
And if you are on the wrong side of that bump, it's when you brake, the momentum of the going left and right is just going to hit you too strong. And I think he was just so accustomed to going the same way every time that happened. I think it was caught him by surprise. He couldn't catch it. And I saw him in front, and I thought we were both going to take a trip to the beach, but luckily I was able to. The car was straight enough for me to brake it down into second and turn out of his way, because when these cars spin out, it looks like it's going left, and then it somehow mysteriously is right in front of you before you know it. So I got lucky there for sure.
That's racing sometimes. So who learnt the most tonight? Because I know a lot of JSM's about building racecraft and all that. So who feels like they learnt a lot?
Me, definitely.
I was honestly going to say that, yeah. He's been, the improvement over the past 2 weeks has been crazy, honestly.
So
Yeah, I
Practice.
remember I first tried this track
Yep.
in 150s, and then I got down to like 142.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
Basically, I forgot to set my PSIs for my new tires, so I was sliding around on cold tires for the rest of the race.
And he also actually qualied faster than me. I qualied with I think a mid or high 138. And he actually qualied on just above me, so he managed to shave off an additional 3 seconds from what he was timing yesterday in practice.
So a few more weeks at this, Sharkbait could be fighting with the top flight. It won't be too long.
Probably.
Just consistency, I think, is all that needs to come. And
I'm worried about Snake's pace. He's getting quicker too.
yes,
Might have to.
yeah, Snake is definitely someone to look out for, I think.
I might have to change my name to Honey Badger.
You'll eat him up.
Gotta think, you've only been on that wheel for a couple weeks now, Snake, no? 2, maybe 3?
Yeah, about almost 3. This would be the 3rd week starting, I think. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
That's pretty quick, pretty fast.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
He's going all right for a Ferrari.
Oh, the Ferraris are doing really well since that update, that BOP update.
Yeah, that new
yeah.
Evo, it's quick, man.
Definitely.
Well, I do want to say thank you to everyone that raced, but thanks you guys for popping in and having a chat. That's good fun. We'll do it again soon, I'm sure.
Definitely.
But yeah, unless anyone else has got anything else they want to say, we'll say goodbye.
No, that's it. Thanks for hosting us. That's
thank
for
you.
sure.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
All good.
And for anyone that has watched us tonight and feel like they wanna join us, feel free to look us up on Discord. I think, just to summarize, I think Shark is a pretty good example on what this community stands for,
Yep.
and what our goals are. Like Snake mentioned in the beginning of the transmission, I think Shark made a really good improvement, and that's what we're all for. The more guys we can get on board, the better.
Yeah, the Discord link, if you're still watching, guys, is actually in the description of the videos. So, if you wanna
I'm sorry. One last thing we do want to say too is Awesome Polly is a member of our community. He's been a really, really big help. He recently had surgery, and we just want to wish him a good recovery and can't wait to get him back on track.
get well, man. I know. Surgeries.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks, guys. That was a lot of fun, and I'm sure we'll see you guys again soon. But enjoy the rest of the evening. It's probably pretty late for some of you, but yeah.
All right, we'll see you. Thank you.
Have a good one,
Thanks,
dude.
guys.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one. Bye.
No worries, guys. And yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching the stream. Thanks for hitting the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. We've got a website, demo1garage.com. Keep up to date with everything, stuff that we do. It's just sim racing stuff. But that's it. My name's Josh. I will see you later tonight for Go to Woe at the GT4 Trans-Tasman Cup. But until then, see you later and bye-bye.
Thank you.